Good evening, guys. Let's wait for a couple of more minutes. Let's see if a few more people will join. Since this is Saturday, let's wait for a couple of more minutes. How many of you are attending for the first time? Can you please raise your hands virtually? I mean, the batch, the training has started yesterday. Okay. This is the second class. So if you guys can raise your hands virtually, if you are attending this session for the first time, that would be helpful. All right, guys. All right. Hold on. Let's wait for a few more minutes. All right. I hope you guys can hear me now. I hope you guys can hear me now. So I am Mohan. I will be your Selenium faculty, Selenium instructor. So this course is basically manual as well as automation. Okay. So I'm not sure how many of you are attending this session for the first time. We have started yesterday itself. And I have explained the course contents for you. I hope some of you are new. Since the batch started yesterday, we're not seeing much turnout because it's a weekend already. So we will be continuing again on Monday onwards. So I'll take you through the course contents once, which I've explained yesterday. So I didn't get any count. I didn't get any update. How many of you have joined for the first time? So how many of you is this your first session? Can you just raise your hands? Only 2 people have raised their hands. Does that mean the rest of you are, I mean, were you already there? The rest of you were already there yesterday? All right. All right. So looks like most of you have already been were already there yesterday. So since this is Saturday, we really can't expect people to join on Saturday. So no problem. For those who have attended yesterday, just hold on for a few minutes. Those who have joined for the first time today, let me explain the course content for you again. So those who have attended yesterday, you may have to sit through this demo because we expect a few more new people to join on Monday and Tuesday and even on Wednesday also. So at least for their convenience, we may have to repeat this thing. So you may have to sit through these demos. So maybe the first half, I may be explaining the course contents. The second part, I will be explaining the concepts every day, at least for the next 3-4 sessions. So we will wind up early today. We will wind up early. Maybe by 9:50, 9:50 or 10, we will wind up today. Okay. So for those who have attended only today, I mean, attending for the first time. So this is basically a manual plus automation session. Okay. This is a manual plus automation course. The total course duration will be somewhere around 2.5 months, roughly. Give or take 1 more week extra. Give or take. So 2.5 months is what I can assure you. The total course will take around 2.5 months. That is your 75 days. Okay, roughly 75 days. And manual, we will be covering manual for at least 3 to 4 weeks. Not going to say exact 30 days. After 30 days, I'll stop manual. No, that's not how it works. So roughly 3 to 4 weeks would be your manual testing part. Your manual testing covers after 30 days, after your manual is done, the rest will be automation. Okay, the rest will be automation only. The basic requirements to join this session, let me make this very clear. It doesn't matter what your educational background is, doesn't matter what your career gap is, doesn't matter if you're non-IT or IT or whatever it is. Whatever it is, if you are having basic computer knowledge, all right, not your smartphone knowledge. If your basic smartphone knowledge, if your basic smartphone knowledge, if you have it, that's not enough. You need to have basic computer knowledge, laptop or desktop, whatever it is. Opening a browser, opening a file, right click, left click, drag and drop. You should be aware of this stuff. You should have this basic computer knowledge. I'm not even expecting anything advanced. I'm only asking you to have the basic computer knowledge and basic mathematical skills like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, all that stuff. Okay. If you have this knowledge, this course is for you. You need not have any Java knowledge. You need not have any testing knowledge. You need not have any technical knowledge. That's all right. The prerequisite is to have basic idea, basic maths idea, and basic computer knowledge. That's it. Nothing apart from that. Doesn't matter what your educational background is, what your professional background is, what career gap you have, what gender you are. No. Doesn't matter what it is. I even have 60 years old joining this session. So I believe you guys are better than, better than the 60-year-old. So anyone can join, provided you put enough efforts in learning this. So I would recommend you guys to have a working laptop or a desktop with you, at least after I complete half of our manual stuff. I expect you guys to have your basic, at least a minimum laptop or a desktop, so that you guys can also execute the code on your machine along with me in the session. All right. So that, I believe practicing or doing hands-on will only help you other than listening to my session. So I would really encourage you guys to have your laptops, your own laptops or desktops. This is going to be a completely online session. The session will start at 9 p.m. IST every day. And the session in the initial days will be for 1 hour, 15 minutes or 1.5 hours. Gradually, we will be increasing the session duration also every day. All right. So okay. So this is what will be your basic details about your course, and the fee details, the recordings and all. You can reach out to the admin team. The placement support and all that stuff will be given by, those details will be given by your admin team. You can reach out to your admin team. They'll give you the phone number in the chat box. You can reach out to them on WhatsApp. They'll help you out with all the fee details, the placement support, the certificates, the videos, the recordings, everything. I only take care of the course content. That's it. I only take care of the course content, nothing much. And after the payment is done, Naresh IT team will be adding you to Google Classroom like this. A Google Classroom will be created and you will be added to that particular Google Classroom. And anything related to the class will be, any announcement related to the class will be given on the Google Classroom. Okay. So Naresh IT team will be helping you out with all those details. Don't worry about that. Once the payment is done, they'll take care of the rest. And I will help you guys with all the course related stuff, the software installation and all that part when the time comes, not immediately because it's not really required. So when the time comes, I will help you out with the software installation part and all that stuff. So you need not worry about that also. The course duration is 75 days. As I've already mentioned. If we are able to complete it early, we can complete it early. If it takes time, so that is why I've said give or take 1 week extra. So this course is not for full stack Java students. So you may have to pay separately for full stack Java and separately for Selenium. I mean, for your testing. But again, I'm not sure about that. You can check with the admin team. Okay. Full stack Java will not be covered in this course. Only core Java, that too limited core Java will be covered in this course. It is not a full stack Java course. If you are given the wrong Zoom link, I'm not sure about it, but this Zoom meeting, this Zoom session is about testing, both manual as well as automation. So please be aware of that. And in your manual testing part, we will be learning all the theoretical content about your manual testing, your basic definitions, concepts, and all that part. We will be covering our SDLC, black box, white box testing, your SDLC models. We will also cover our agile, STLC, SMLC. Okay. But HTML knowledge is not required. If you have it, it's good. If you don't have it, I'll tell you some basic concepts that would be more than enough to automate. So basic HTML, if you have it, that's good. As I said in the prerequisites, you should have basic laptop or a desktop and basic mathematical knowledge. That's more than enough to join this session. Nothing else is required. How many times should I have to tell you? Maybe my voice is not audible for you. I don't look into the videos part. I have covered this yesterday also. You were there even in yesterday's session also. I've already said this yesterday. I don't look into the videos part. I don't record the videos. The videos are not present on my machine. You can reach out to the admin team on the videos part. So we will also cover our STLC, SMLC, your testing life cycle, your maintenance life cycle, your bug life cycle. All these concepts will also be covered. I'll tell you how to write your own test cases. I'll give you the template to write your own test cases. You can write your own test cases. I'll give you tasks. I'll give you some scenarios where you can write your own test cases and submit it to me. Okay. We'll also learn about Jira. Jira is a bug tracking tool. Okay, you might not be aware of Jira. Don't worry. Even if you do not have any idea about Jira, that's completely fine. No problem. You're not expected to have any idea about testing. It's completely fine if you have zero knowledge of testing. That's all right. Even if you have zero knowledge of Java, even that is fine. I only expect you guys to have basic computer knowledge. That's it. That's the only requirement from you guys. All right. Even if you don't have laptops, that's all right. Having laptop is not a mandatory aspect, but if you have laptops, you are better. You have better chances of executing your code. Otherwise, you have Naresh IT Labs. You can go to Naresh IT Labs and you can practice there. No problem. All right. So you have lab assistants also to help you out in Naresh IT Labs. So you can even execute your code practice there in Naresh IT Labs also. It's not mandatory to have a laptop to attend this session. Just you have a little advantage if you attend the class with a laptop or a desktop, because if you have any queries while you're executing it, I'll be there to help you out in the session then and there itself. I might not be there in the labs because even I am a working professional, because that is why you can't expect me in the labs. So if you have any doubts, I can explain it to you then and there in the class itself. So that will be helpful if you have a laptop, or else you can practice even in Naresh IT Labs. So we will learn about Jira. I will help you with the Jira account creation and all that stuff. So we will do it hands-on in the session. So you are also expected to do it on your machines. Jira, you are supposed to do it on your machines also. So we will do it. I mean, you guys have to do it along with me in the session. Okay. And okay, I have a question here. So Sharanya, I'm really not sure about that. So that is why, as I said, it's better you check with the admin team. I'm not sure about that. I am really sorry. I don't have any idea about that. I'm only concerned about testing manual and automation. I'm not sure about that full stack Java. So better maybe you reach out to admin team instead of my suggestion. So better, they will be better able to help you with that part. Okay. And after your payments are done, the Naresh IT team will be sending you a separate Zoom link after the payment confirmation. So what it is, and next, after your Jira, we will be covering your manual database testing using MySQL. Even if you have no idea about MySQL, that's all right. You will be writing your SQL queries. I'll help you out with the software installation and the setup on your machines. The software installation and setup alone will take a lot of time. So I'll have to get it done in most of your machines. So it will take some time. No, JMeter will not be covered in this course. This is not a performance testing course. This is a UI automation course. So JMeter will not be covered in this course. Okay. Then I'm not sure if you are listening to me, if I'm audible or not. I'm not sure if my voice is audible to you. But as I said, you can check with the admin team. Okay. The entire course will be explained in your not in your mother tongue. It will be explained only in English. Okay. So we have students joining from across the country and even from outside the country. So you will have to understand this in English only. The entire course will be covered in English. Okay. So after your manual database testing, we will be looking into your API testing using Postman. Postman is another tool using which we will be covering our API testing. Okay. We will be covering our API testing using Postman. So that again is another software, another tool that you're going to learn. Okay. The basics of API testing, because this is not an API testing course, you might not be going deep into API testing. So we will be learning the basics of API testing, just enough to handle your interviews. Okay. See, just learning your manual theory part, your definitions, your writing test cases might not be enough sometimes to secure a manual testing job. Okay. So there are people in the manual testing domain who can even write SQL queries, who can even do API testing manually. So in order to have a competitive edge with those candidates, it would be better if you guys also learn API testing, manual API testing. You will have better job prospects when compared to other manual testing aspirants. That is why we cover API testing and database testing also as part of manual testing course. So your class will be for 6 days a week, Monday to Saturday. If there is any public holiday, any festival, you will be informed earlier itself. Need not worry. Every day the class will be for 1.5 hours. Okay. We may take more than that. We may close it less than that also, depending on your ability to handle the session. Okay. So 9 p.m. IST. Those are joining those are outside the country, outside India and joining the session. Please note down this time. It's 9 p.m. IST. 9 p.m. Indian Standard Time. Okay. So 1.5 hours every day, 75 days course duration. All right. So this is what we will be covering in your manual testing part. Okay. I have given just an overview. This is not a very detailed list. All right. So again, I'll also be sharing you the notes for manual testing. The theory, this entire Word document, I'll be sharing it with you. And for your other database testing part, I'll be sharing the API testing notes also. Very brief contents about API testing. The database testing notes also, the brief concepts of database testing. And your SQL file also. Okay. This is where you'll be writing your SQL queries. We will be covering a few SQL queries also. Roughly some 70-80 SQL queries will also be covered, just to be confident with your interview. Okay, the most frequently asked interview concepts will be covered in your SQL database testing also. So we will also provide you with a test case template so that you can write your own test cases using that template. And for API testing, I'll also be giving you some practice content also. So this concludes your manual testing part. I will also be helping you out with your manual testing, interview questions. I'm not going to say that the questions will be asked from that questions only. Only those set of questions will be asked. I'm not saying that, but it will be a good practice for you if you can, answer those interview questions. I'll be sharing the interview questions also with you, both for manual as well as automation. And I'll even share a sample manual resume as well as an automation resume. Just in case if you do not have any resume, you can use these resumes as reference and you can then build your own resume using them. Okay. So I will even share my sample resumes with you, both one for manual and one for manual plus automation. You can adapt to it accordingly as per your wish. Okay. That is one thing. And we will also, at the end of this course, we will also look into, for majority of the candidates are from India. So I'll be helping you guys with the Naukri portal also. I'll help you guys with Naukri so that, what keywords that you need to use in Naukri so that your profile gets easily shortlisted. Okay. There are some basic settings that you need to do, very basic settings, but very powerful settings. So some basic settings need to be done in your Naukri. If you guys, some of you might be already aware, some of you might be already employed. So you might be already working. So you may already know that, but for those who don't know, we can have a session at the end of the course so that we can adjust our settings in Naukri and so that your profile can be shortlisted very easily. Okay. So you can similarly use the same concept and apply on LinkedIn, Indeed, Monster. If you're outside India, if you have any other job portal, you can even apply in those job portals also. So that is how I'll be helping you out. And coming to your automation part, in your automation, we will be learning about your Selenium. But before going to Selenium, we will first start our core Java because this course is Selenium with core Java. Selenium is available in multiple programming languages. Okay. But Selenium with Java is the most widely used, most popular. You will have more number of jobs. 70 to 80% of the test automation jobs in the market are for your Selenium with Java only. Okay. Hyderabad, Bangalore, Pune, Noida, Gurgaon, majority of these locations in India, you have some or the other job for Selenium with Java. See, there are other Indian cities also like Chennai and other cities where you will find jobs. But I'm telling you, these most popular places where popular cities where you will find Selenium with Java jobs. And for those who are staying in Hyderabad, Selenium with Java will get you an easy, will get you a job very easily in Hyderabad. You need not even move out of Hyderabad also. Because Naresh IT is based out of Hyderabad, Amirpet. So those who are in Hyderabad, Selenium with Java will easily get you a job in Hyderabad. You need not even, no, Gokul, we will not be covering that. I have repeated this multiple times. We will not be covering that. This is not a performance testing course. You may have to join other course. Okay. This is not a performance testing course. Performance testing is entirely a different domain, different concept. We are not looking into that. All right. So if you learn Selenium with Java, that would be enough to get a job in Hyderabad itself. For those who are staying in Hyderabad, there are many jobs for Selenium with Java only. You might not even have those many jobs for manual or any other JMeter or even say Selenium with Python or Selenium with Ruby also. Selenium, you can just Google or you can just check it out on Naukri or Monster easily. Okay, so that is why our importance, our concentration will be more on core Java. So we'll be starting from the very basic part in core Java. Even if you are not aware of core Java, that's all right. You can still be able to manage and handle everything that I explained in core Java, because core Java will be explained from the beginning. Even if you have knowledge of core Java, that's all right. You still have to sit through the session and learn the entire thing. Okay, you need not skip. You can still sit and learn entire core Java again. Okay, we will be covering core Java also from the very basics, from zero. As I already mentioned multiple times, the only requirement is that you should have basic computer knowledge and basic math skills. That's it. Okay, we'll be covering core Java first, and core Java alone will take 3 to 4 weeks. Core Java alone will take 3 to 4 weeks for sure. After your manual is done, manual course content is done. Manual course content will take around 3 to 4 weeks. This core Java will take another 3 to 4 weeks. So roughly in 2 months, we will be covering manual testing part as well as your core Java. Okay. So after your core Java is done, we will start with Selenium. Selenium is nothing but your browser-based automation tool. All right. This is your browser-based automation tool. Hold on a minute, guys. I'm getting a call. Just a minute. A very important call. All right. Sorry for that. So we will be covering Selenium core Java first, and then your Selenium. And Selenium is your browser-based automation tool. All right. So whatever that you do with your browser, right from opening your browser, any popular browser on the internet, your Chrome, your Mozilla Firefox, your Internet Edge, Internet Explorer, okay, your Opera, your Safari browser. You can automate on any of these browsers. Now, don't ask me if we can automate UC browser, because we can't do that. So these are the most popular, most widely used browsers in any company, in any corporate IT project. So you can automate any of these browsers without any problem. So right from opening the browser, going to the website of your choice, you can open the browser automatically, and you can go to any website of your choice, and you can simply interact with any of the elements on the web page. You want to enter your phone number, you want to enter your password, you want to click on login. Yes. Yes, Chandana. It is today's class. This is a demo going on. So yes. So entering your details and clicking on login, all this can be automated. Same with Facebook. You can do anything that you do on a browser. Clicking on a button, typing something, selecting something, opening a new pop-up like this. Whatever that you want to do with your browser. Manually, whatever that you do with your browser, much of it can be automated with the help of your Selenium. Okay. So of course, you cannot automate your browser-based, you cannot automate your desktop applications with Selenium. Imagine, you cannot really automate your paint like this, and you cannot expect Selenium to automate your paint, because the market you have is for browser-based automation only. There is no market for your desktop application automation. Every company requires you to automate your browser only, not anything else. Okay, so your browser-based automation is possible with Selenium. You can automate any of the most popular browsers in the market. Most commonly, your Google Chrome. Of course, we can automate any other browser. That's not a problem. But Google Chrome is the most popularly, widely, commonly used browser anywhere, because it's the ultimate browser. So you can automate that also. Okay, that is what we will be covering in your Selenium. Not going to take you deep into the course contents, because I do not want to confuse you with too much of technical stuff. All right. So after your core Java and Selenium are done, we will start with your TestNG, because you need to know some framework, because only core Java and Selenium are not enough. To be honest, to be frank with you, only core Java and Selenium are not going to land you a job. Maybe you will get a job. I'm not saying that, but the pay scales might not be that encouraging. So in order to get a well-paying, good, decent salary, good, decent paying job, you might have to learn a framework also, at least one framework. And in this course, we'll be covering two frameworks, TestNG and Cucumber from beginning. Okay, TestNG and Cucumber from beginning. So I'm not going to explain too much about TestNG and Cucumber, but I can tell you one thing, that TestNG and Cucumber are very much necessary. At least one of these frameworks are mandatory for you in any of the project. In any corporate project, take any corporate project, TestNG or Cucumber, or sometimes even both TestNG and Cucumber are used in your corporate project. All right. So it's better you learn both of them, but if you are thorough with any one of them also, that would be all right. Okay. So we will be learning both of these frameworks as part of this course. And next will be your sample project. I'll be giving you a basic sample project so that you can understand the ways of working in your corporate project. I'll try to take you as close as possible to a corporate project. Okay. An actual IT project, I'll try to take you as closely as possible. I'll be sharing a sample project, a sample framework also with you, so that you can also automate stuff. I'll be giving you tasks every day once our core Java starts. All right. I'll not be sharing the code with you via email or anything like that. There is a proper setup for us. There is a proper framework setup for us. So I'll be sharing the code from GitHub. GitHub is the website from where I'll be sharing the code with you. I'll also be giving the notes like this. Apart from the Excel files and the SQL files and the code, the notes will also be given like this to you. Okay. So the notes will also be accessible for you. You can even access these notes even from your mobile phones also. Just in case you want to attend an interview and you want to, revise some concepts quickly, you can open this from your mobile phone and you can simply revise your concepts. So this is how your actual corporate IT project will look like. You'll also learn about Git and GitHub also as part of this course. You'll also learn about Git, GitHub and Maven. Course. It's okay even if you don't have any idea about this. You'll learn the basics of these stuff so that you can easily cope up with your corporate IT projects. All right. This knowledge is very much required for you to handle your corporate IT projects. So We'll be taking you through these concepts also. Okay. So this is what is the course content is. So if you guys have any, exactly, BDD is covered. Cucumber is nothing but your BDD. So BDD is covered in your course. Selenium will be for another 3 weeks. Selenium, your entire automation part, Selenium, test engine, Cucumber will be covered for roughly 3 to 4 weeks. So that is why I'm saying it will take roughly 75 days. The course will start next week. Sonal, the course will start next week. All right. So we'll be starting next week since we've just started yesterday. We've just started yesterday. So we still need to take some more demo sessions so that we'll have some more students in the session. The admin team have posted their phone number in the chat box. Ramesh sir will be our admin. So you can reach out to Ramesh sir on WhatsApp. The WhatsApp number is given in the chat box. You can reach out to Ramesh sir for any questions, any queries that you have. The course content, the course related details, the course content, reach out to me. Okay. The rest of the administrative or admin related questions, you can ask Ramesh sir. Anything related to the course and course content, course duration, the topics, you can reach out to me. All right. The rest of it, the administrative part, the fees, okay, the video recordings, some of them even asked about placement support and all that stuff. So you can reach out to Ramesh sir on all that, on all that part. The admin team will be very helpful and they'll let you know all the details. You need not worry. So if you guys have any questions, just let me know. I've just taken you through the course contents quickly. So just let me know. Let me know if you have any queries. Okay, the first day demo, I've taken a demo yesterday. I've briefly answered most of your queries. Many of you have asked many questions yesterday. So you have, I have answered some of your questions yesterday. So you can check it out on YouTube. It's already, the demo sessions will be posted on YouTube. So you can check it out on YouTube. So the link has been pasted in the chat box by Ramesh sir. So you can check it out on YouTube also. For those who have not attended yesterday, yesterday was all about Q&A. I have briefly taken through the course contents and I've answered some of your queries. So that was it yesterday. So let me take you through the course, the basics of testing today. We'll cover a few concepts today. Or let's try to understand what we do in testing and what is your manual and automation here. Let's not directly jump into our course. Okay. So do you have anything else, guys? Do you have anything else before I start this topic briefly? Anything, guys? Anything that you have? Any queries that you have? Yes, Karnan. Yes, you know core Java, and can you apply to QA related jobs? Yeah, you can. So the course content is designed in such a way that you can easily put up some 5 years of experience also. Manual plus automation, you can easily handle 5 years of experience. The course has that depth, so should not be a problem. Provided if you have all the documents, you can easily handle it. Manoj, yes, you can reach out to the admin team on those details. Reshma, no. Shalma, I'll be sharing it in Word document. If possible, you can convert it to PDF. That should not be a problem. That's a very small task. Since I share Word document because if there are any changes, it would be easy for me to update the notes. Okay, that's why I share it in a Word document format, not as a PDF format. All right. So software testing, I mean, you really can't say if it is backend or front end. So if I have to tell you, automation is basically front end, UI automation. Okay, whatever elements that you have, whatever buttons that you have on these websites, okay, all that can be automated with the help of your Selenium. Selenium is not backend automation. Selenium is your UI automation. Okay, whatever that you have on your UI, that is on your screen, the buttons, the links, the tabs, the input fields, all that can be automated with Selenium. Selenium is UI automation, the front end automation. Backend, you really do not have much automation. You can test it manually. I mean, that is why I cover manual database testing as well as manual API testing, so that you can do the backend testing also. So Chandana, I mean, that's up to you. What level of experience or which company you want to put up, but whatever that you learn in this course, the sample project and the tasks that you execute, if you can put it as your work experience, if you can create something of your own and you can put it, that would be more than enough. You can handle all the interview questions. I have people coming, I mean, I have students coming up and saying that, the course content easily covers 90 to 95% of the interviewer questions. I mean, we can't say 100%, but yeah, 90 to 95% of the interview questions will be covered in this course. So there's a very high chance that you can land a job if you follow everything properly and you practice everything. But again, coming to the course, the experience part, I mean, that is up to you. Which company you want to put up, or how many years of experience that you want to put up, that's up to you. Maybe Naresh IT will be helping you out. I'm not sure about that, but the course, the level of experience that you gather after this course will be easily 5 years, basically both manual and automation. For sure. Need not worry. Yeah, core Java topics. Okay, Shalma, if you want me to cover the core Java topics, let me show it to you. This is the evening batch that I take. Yeah, Chandana, obviously they'll be asking you the relieving letter. That is what I'm saying. If you are confident about producing those documents, then please go ahead. No problem. Because this is only about the course. I mean, Naresh IT will not be handling all that stuff, but I'm not sure. Check with the admin team. We will be helping you out with the course, but not with the relieving letter and all that stuff. So better check it with Naresh IT team. Okay. You have many institutes outside, maybe, which will help you with the relieving letter and the payslips and that part. But HIT, I don't think they'll be helping you with that. Talma, if you have any doubts while executing the programs, you can ask it in the session, just like how you're asking me now. And I'll immediately execute it in front of you. Sometimes even you can share your screen and show me where your problem is. You can also post it on Google Classroom also. I'll be helping you out from Google Classrooms also. Chandana, for fresher, you need not worry about your relieving letter and all that part. So if this is your first job, you need not bother about your relieving letter and all that stuff. That's completely fine. And if you have a career gap, that should also be fine. I mean, it's completely normal to have a career gap. Companies these days are very considerate with that also. They are only bothered about your skill set. If you have enough skill set, if they feel that you are the perfect fit for that job, you will easily land your job. That should not be a problem, I believe. So it's no longer like the old days where they will look into your experience. To have people with very less experience, but they can do excellent coding also. So they're only bothered about your skill set, not your experience. So I don't think that should be a problem. All right, that should not be a problem. So yeah, you can handle it easily. See, trust me, guys, this course will cover enough concepts for you to be very well equipped with your interview. Even in your project also, you will be very comfortable if you learn this. I'm not going to say that you will be able to do your project easily, but you will be able to understand your project, the conventions in your project, the ways of working in your project. You will not be left in dark. If you understand this course, practice every day very well, then trust me, your course, your project will be very easy for you. So Shalma, since you asked the course contents for Java, so we will be covering, I'll just take you through the brief course contents for Java. In core Java, we will be starting with your OOPS concepts. Okay, your class, object, polymorphism, okay, inheritance, abstraction, and encapsulation. We'll be covering these. Of course, this will not be covered in one class. To cover all these concepts, I need your entire core Java course. So it's not easy to cover all of these concepts in a single day or in a single week. So I'll need some time to cover this in depth very thoroughly so that you are interview ready. Learning this course and learning this course to be interview ready are two different things. Okay. So you'll be an interview ready at the end of this course. So you'll learn about a basic Java program and your data types, your conditional statements, that is your if and switch conditions. You learn about your loops. Okay, your 4 different loops for while, do while, and your for each loop. You'll be learning about your loops. You'll be learning all these oops concepts above. You will learn how to write your methods. Okay. Next, I really can't explain much about this because these will become too technical for you. But yes, there is a lot of stuff that I need to cover in these 4 oops concepts. So you will learn that also. If I have to show you the number of programs for Java, we will be easily covering 30 to 35 programs for sure. Okay, these are all I have covered for Java in the evening batch. We have a batch at 7:30 p.m. also. They are almost done with Selenium also. So Chandana, again, I'm really not sure about your package and all because it depends on the company's profile. It depends upon how you perform in the interview. So really can't suggest how much you might be getting in the as a fresher. It depends. I have seen freshers getting 10 lakhs also. I've seen freshers getting 3 lakhs also. So I really can't say anything on that. So really not sure about that part. It's better we don't concentrate on that part now because once you are thorough with your course, thorough with your concepts, if you are thorough, you can easily land a very decently paying job, not just 3 lakhs, more than that. You will get a job more than that. Okay. This is all we covered in Selenium, Java, and we're almost done with Selenium. I need to cover some more programs. In 1 or 2 days, I'll be completing Selenium for them. So after that, we will be jumping to TestNG and Cucumber also. So this is what we'll be learning in TestNG. Okay. After TestNG, we'll also look into Cucumber. 34 programs is more than enough. The other faculty will not even, I'm not boasting it, but the other faculty might not even cover those many number of programs also. So better, you have a better chance of cracking an interview because I cover core Java in depth. रिया, अनफॉर्चुनेटली मैं ये कोर्स आपको हिंदी में कवर नहीं कर सकता हूँ बिकॉज देर आर स्टूडेंट्स हु डोंट अंडरस्टैंड हिंदी। कुछ लोग हैं जिनको हिंदी समझ में नहीं आता है, दक्षिण भारत से जो लोग रहते हैं उनको हिंदी समझ में नहीं आता है शायद। तो मैं ये कोर्स आपको हिंदी में शायद बता नहीं पाऊंगा, क्योंकि दूसरे लोग भी हैं जिनको हिंदी समझ में नहीं आता है। तो कोर्स तो आपको इंग्लिश में ही होगा। आपको कोर्स विल बी कवर्ड इन हिंदी ओनली, सॉरी इंग्लिश ओनली। कोर्स विल बी कवर्ड इन इंग्लिश ओनली। हिंदी में कोर्स बता नहीं पाऊंगा मैं। मुझे हिंदी आता है बट दूसरों को शायद नहीं आता होगा, सो कवर नहीं कर सकते इसको हिंदी में हम। इंग्लिश विल बी डिफॉल्ट। अगर बीच में अभी कभी आपको कुछ डाउट है तो मे बी मैं आपको बता सकता हूँ हिंदी में, नो प्रॉब्लम। बट हर दिन तो हिंदी में मुश्किल होगा बहुत, तो मैं आपको ये गारंटी नहीं दे सकता हूँ। इंग्लिश तो पक्का होगा। यस, shall we? Yes, we will be covering those. Don't worry. So this is what it is, and this is what we will cover in our core Java. Do you guys have any other queries, guys? You guys have any other queries? Bharati, maybe you'll have 2 more sessions of demo because we have started this on a weekend. So maybe there will be some people who do not put enough interest to join on a weekend. So we'll be taking a couple of more demos on Monday also, but it will not be an entire demo session. I'll be starting new concepts. Since it is Saturday today, I don't want to take up much of your Saturday. Guys can, I'll be closing shortly. So from Monday onwards, first half will be the demo. Second half will be covering the course content. The actual course also. So don't worry. The thing is, we have started on Friday. We have started the batch on Friday. So Friday and Saturday, obviously, you shouldn't expect more people to join the session. So don't worry. Any other queries, guys? Yes, Gokul, we will cover exception handling. Don't worry. Anything else, guys? Anything else? Do we have anything else, or are we good to close the session, or do you want me to take for some more time? Don't want to take up your Saturday night. I mean, most of you might be having some plans, so I don't want to take up your Saturday evening. Yes, Afrid. Yes. Arey bhai log, you guys are so worried about this, about the Java course content. Sonal, that is why you have your videos also. So better if you guys can take videos, because it might not be possible to revise everything every day, right? You have only 75 days of course. In 75 days, how can I cover the course and how can I also revise everything every day? Might not be possible. If it's a difficult concept that you are finding it difficult to understand, I will be I'll be repeating that. I'll be revising it. No problem. I know what difficult concepts you have. So I'll obviously repeat those concepts, no problem. But every day repeating, maybe we do not have that time, because 75 days is very less. If you think I need to revise also, 75 days may be very less. So I mean, this is going to be a 2.5-month course, so maybe not possible to revise everything every day. But if it's a difficult concept, I can revise it. Obviously, I understand that, because Java is not something everyone will easily understand. That is why I go in a very slow pace, in a very medium pace, not even a slow pace, medium pace, so that everyone can understand it. Neither do I go very fast, nor do I go very slow. So you need not worry. You will have enough time to understand, try, and practice it also. Okay. Santosh, yeah, I repeat the question also, don't worry. So for those who are worried, yes, we collect, we cover collections framework. Yes, we cover collections, we cover abstraction, we cover your public, private, protected, default, all those access modifiers. Okay, we will cover your exception handling, your loops, your if condition, your inheritance, okay, your methods, your operators, your basic concepts, okay, your static, okay, all that will be covered in this course. On the basis of core Java, HTML, and Selenium, can we get job? Yes, that is what is Selenium is. वही तो है Selenium. How do you automate your websites? You automate your website based on your HTML code. HTML is the skeleton of your web page. If you are able to automate, with the help of HTML, that's more than enough. Of course, Selenium itself is automating your HTML part. So yes, that is the course, that is the content, that is the concept of Selenium automation. So yes, you will easily get a job, but not just core Java and Selenium. As I said, you should learn even one of these frameworks. Both of them are very easy. You need not worry. I'll make it easy for you. Leave it to me. That's my headache. Chandana, yes, that's what I'm saying again. That's what I'm saying. I'll help you out, not a problem. But I need proper efforts from you also. If you put in enough efforts, it's not a matter. It's not even, you need not even panic also. I explain everything and everything in as easy manner as possible that anyone can understand this. You need not worry. I will explain it in a very easy fashion. Don't worry about that. Don't worry. Leave it to me. Leave it to me. But again, if you are lagging behind, I will repeat it. Not a problem. But repeating every day, as I said, might not be a problem. Santosh, that's what. Maybe speaking option is not enabled for you. I'm not sure about that. Because we have around, yesterday there were around 120, 140 people. So maybe it's not possible to allow everyone to speak. So I'm not sure if that option is enabled for you. Since I'm the faculty, that option is enabled for me. I'm not sure about that. But again, as I said, you can type your query in the chat box. If required, you can share your screen. You can post your queries on Google Classroom. I will be able to answer all of them. If you can share, if you can share your screen, you can share your screen in the class itself during the session only. I can resolve your issue during the class itself. But if it is outside the class hours, you can post it in Google Classrooms, or you can post it in, I can give you another forum like Slack. You can post it there also. I can answer your queries there. No problem. Yes, Santoshini. Yes, no problem. As I already told you, you can post your queries in Google Classroom. This is how your Google Classroom will look like. You can post your queries on Google Classroom. Additionally, I will even create a Slack group, something similar to your WhatsApp. We will not be connecting in WhatsApp. I don't want good morning, good evening, good afternoon messages on WhatsApp. So I'm not going to create any WhatsApp group. That is strictly not allowed. But as an external medium of communication, we can have Slack. Okay, you can post your queries in Slack. I will be there to answer your queries in Slack. You need not worry. You can put up your screenshots and ask me whatever questions you have. No, you need not worry. All your classmates will also be there in the Slack group. So if not me, if I'm not available at that particular time, maybe I'm in my work in my office. If anyone from your class, from our class, your classmates, even they can answer your query. Not a problem. Sometimes I may not be available during my office hours. I might be in a meeting. I might be in my office. Maybe I do not have internet connectivity. At that point of time, even your classmates can answer. That's not a problem. All of these will be provided at the appropriate time. You need not worry about it. You will be given all these things. Unfortunately, Zoom is the only platform you can connect from, because Zoom is the only reliable platform. Other platforms are not that reliable. Okay, recording and all, it's easy on Zoom. So you'll have to adjust to Zoom. Audio issue, ante, I'm not sure about audio issue, why you have audio issue, because not sure about that. Maybe there is some problem with your machine, because Zoom is perfectly all right, because we conduct Zoom for many batches. So Zoom is the only platform, unfortunately. Because in a single session, how many platforms can I even concentrate on? I can only concentrate on one platform, right? I cannot teach simultaneously on some other platform as well as Zoom. Not possible, right? Practically speaking. So that's the issue. Any other queries, guys? Any other queries? Any other queries, guys? All right, guys. If that's the thing, I don't want to take up too much of your time on a Saturday evening. Saturday evening for some, Saturday night for some people. It's already 10:05 at in my place, Hyderabad. So we can close it for today here. The Zoom link will still remain the same. It's the same Zoom link. You can join from the same Zoom link on Monday also. Don't worry. I believe I have answered most of your queries. If you have anything else, just let me know. Just let me know if you have any other queries. I'll be there for some more time. Don't worry. No, tomorrow you do not have any batch. Sunday, as I already said, Monday to Saturday will be your course. Sundays you do not have anything. Okay. So morning or afternoon batch. So if you want to join in my batch, there is already a morning batch happening. So you might have to wait for another 2 or 3 weeks for a fresh batch to start in the morning. I don't take any afternoon batch. Surya, no, that's not covered. So Srikant, morning batch. If you want to join my batch, it might take another 2 to 3 weeks to start a fresh batch. So you may have to wait. Afternoon, I do not take afternoon batches because I will be in office. I'm a working professional, so I can't take afternoon batch. I take in the morning, 7:30 a.m. IST, 7:30 p.m. IST, and 9 p.m. I'll be available in these 3 slots every day, Monday to Saturday. Yes, 7:30 a.m. IST, 7:30 a.m. IST, 7:30 p.m. IST, and 9 p.m. IST. These are the 3 batches, 3 slots I will be available. So yeah. But as I'm saying, morning batch is not yet ready. I'm in the middle of another batch, so it might take some more time to start a new batch for me. There are other faculties in Naresh IT who take morning batches. They're interested, you can contact them, not a problem. Yes, Durga. Chandana, a couple of more days. All right, guys, are you guys okay? Shall we close it now? All right, guys. Take care. We'll meet on Monday, same time, 9 p.m. IST, same Zoom link. Bye. Good night.